You showing him a BRI? The bee-related injury.
Well, that's what he says it is. It's actually budget Botox gone wrong.
No, it's not.
Give the camera a good look.
It's sore.
It is sore, isn't it? That's what happens when you have budget Botox, when it don't
BRI,
go right.
bee-related injury. One on the back of my head as well.
Well, that's the thing about Botox. It should be in your forehead and round your eyes, and it just looks like it's gone right between your eyes, doesn't it, on that one? You know I do life modelling. Well, I know another life model. I'm not going to say his name, but Josh has regular injections of it in his. Can we say?
Really?
Yeah, he has them in his. And he says that he does for two reasons. One, he says it makes them look smoother, so they'll look nicer when people are drawing them. But he says a positive side effect of it is that they hang much lower. No, it's true. I spoke to one of the ladies.
What on earth? Why did we get into this subject?
I spoke to one of the ladies that goes to his classes where he life models, and she says that once one of the ladies started making ticking noises and it looked like a pendulum on a grandfather clock.
You can't put that in.
We can't put that in, can we? Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to our vlog. No, that's another channel, isn't it? That's because we just had visitors this weekend. So yeah, you might have noticed that Sean's had a bee-related injury.
BRI.
Oh dear me. Apparently there are worse. It's one of the worst places you can get stung, apparently. That's where they got him, on the forehead there and at the back of the head here.
Yeah, twice.
But
Yeah, one there, one there.
It's one of the worst places you can get stung. This is very uncomfortable, isn't it? Whose idea was this? The other worst places are apparently right inside your nostril.
Yes, I would imagine so.
On your eyelid. And the worst one of all...
On your private parts.
Oh!
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say then. We're not allowed to say
Say
allowed to say If you're already kind of, do you know what I mean?
Should we not go there?
Privileged in the vein train department kind of thing. Then, I mean, just imagine if it got stung by a bee.
You can't say that.
Walking around the Co-op in your jogging bottoms, it'd look like a baby's arm holding an apple, wouldn't it?
Shall we get on?
Sorry, yeah, we're completely bypassing the point of the vlog today. We sat, you can probably hear them in the background, we sat by the chicken coop. But we think we've got an issue.
We've got an issue, definitely.
We think the pine marten might be back. Yesterday, when we got up, we went in the kitchen and you can see the chicken coop from our kitchen, and we noticed that the chickens were out of the enclosure.
Yes,
not
they were.
just out of the coop, out of the enclosure, people. And so we came out and we were kind of looking around the coop to try and find out where they'd got out.
Yes.
And there was a hole in the chicken wire just behind Sean's bottom.
It was.
And that wasn't there because, well, to this side of you is Sean's big hole, if you want to have a look inside Sean's hole. And, what, I think they... We'll come on to that in a little bit. So while we were trying to find the hole where they'd got out, we had a good walk around the, not millimetres,
Millimetres?
perimeter, that's it. We had a good walk around the perimeter to see if there was any more. I can't stop doing. I'm sure it's these new ADHD drugs. I was walking, so we were walking around. Basically, we found the hole.
We checked the perimeter and found a hole.
And because we were checking the perimeter, we knew that there weren't any other holes because we were checking everywhere.
Yes.
So we fixed the hole, as you can see. That's a lovely fix, is that?
It's a lovely fix, isn't it?
It's a dab hand with little wires.
I'm a dab hand with my little stapler.
And because the chickens are actually quite tame and they're getting used to us, we could just kind of pass them over the fence.
Yes.
Or as Sean does it. No, he don't.
No, I don't.
So that's all well and good, and then
Yeah.
they were all safe, and we checked them last night, and everything was good. And then this morning, same thing. Got up, stood in the kitchen,
Chickens everywhere.
yawning, making coffee, scratching myself. But you don't want to see that.
No, you don't want to see that.
Chickens out. Oh, you've just said chickens out again.
Yeah.
So we came out, had a walk around the millimetre.
Yes, the
of
perimeter.
the perimeter of the fence, and lo and behold, another hole in a different place, but we know it wasn't there yesterday because
We checked it.
we checked the perimeter and we knew it was all right.
Yes.
So something's getting in.
And I Googled, didn't I, this morning?
You did. Have we got to that bit yet? Or
No,
have
we haven't got to that
No,
bit
we
yet.
haven't got to that bit yet. So
I'll do that later.
we think it's the pine marten.
We do.
And the reason we think it's the pine marten is because the hole's too small for a fox.
Too small for a badger.
I really honestly don't think the badgers would do it anyway.
No.
Because we've had badgers and chickens for coming up to 4 years.
And they've never bothered
They
them at all.
don't bother. They go out into the field and the countryside and they dig up earthworms and things like that. I don't know. It's worrying because of what happened last time.
Yes, the decimation.
And it was really dramatic to walk in and see them all dead. And it was quite emotionally upsetting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And to know how frightened they would have been in those kind of last moments, trying to hide under pallets and things to get away from it, it's something that we really don't want to see again.
No, we don't. Definitely
And
not.
we've got the new chickens. Oh, that reminds me.
Oh, what?
We've got to name some more of the chickens.
Oh, right. Wait, where are you going? They're a bit friendlier than the last time you saw them.
They are a lot more friendly, aren't they?
Yeah.
So last time we named 11.
We did.
So, sorry, I am here, but I'm behind the camera. We ain't got a camera operator, so I'm operating the camera. So yeah, we named 11 last time. So no, not that one. It's the one behind. It's the one behind you. The one behind you, in the middle.
That one.
Yeah, in the middle. So that one is Jenny. So Jenny is from Kevin Pugh and his wife and Bezzy.
Bezzy? Oh, Jenny.
No, Jenny.
Your name's Jenny.
Hello, Jenny.
You want to go back down now?
Jenny from the block.
You want to go back down now?
So this one is Martin Ellis named this one. That's Mother Clucker.
Mother Clucker. I
Mother
like
Clucker.
that. Hey, Mother Clucker.
Isn't that Hen Solo's girlfriend?
I think it might be.
I think they're having a
actually.
bit of a
They're so easy to handle now.
hen Leslie affair going on.
Yeah. You're going to grab hold of my foot, my finger there with your foot.
Right, next one.
Next
If you
one.
look right
Oh,
in front.
sorry, there you go.
Right in front of you, the really white one.
This one.
Yep. That is Janie.
Janie, that's a nice
So
name.
yeah, that's from Tina Burden, and she wants to call it Janie because she had a pet chicken back in the 60s when she were a girl called Janie.
That's lovely, that is.
So that's Janie too.
Hey, shall we put you down now, Janie? Okay then, there you go.
I can't find the next one.
And guess what one's just dropped here?
What? Bowl of snot? An egg?
A tiny egg.
That is tiny, isn't it?
I'll put this back on the floor.
Right, we're looking for, I don't know where the other one is. She's here.
This one?
Yep, this one here, right in front of camera.
Got her.
I don't know if I'm saying this one right. This is from Maureen, and it's Honoria, or
Oh yes, I saw that one, yeah. Honoria, it sounds like.
Honoria.
I think so, yes.
As long as it's not Honoria.
Oh,
Well, if it had a G in front of it, it actually would be gonorrhea.
no,
wouldn't it?
don't say that.
Honoria.
Honoria.
That's for Maureen.
There you go.
And then one more.
One more.
And I literally, she's in here having a not a sponge bath. A
Sponge
dust
bath. She's having a sand bath, a
You go-
dust bath.
You're gonna have to come in here and get her.
Oh, right. I'm coming.
Sorry, she was in the coop, but we had to get the right one.
I've disturbed the bath.
This is Gloria, and
Oh.
Kath wanted to name her Gloria after her late mum.
Oh,
So that's
that is
Gloria.
lovely. Yeah, you lovely.
There, you can put her down now.
Oh, my BRI is irritating me.
Your bee-related injury.
My bee-related injury.
Now, we probably have still forgotten, if you bought something weeks ago and it said on the Amazon wish list that if you bought this item you could name a chicken. So there's probably still a couple of you,
Yeah.
because we've got a couple of hens left that we haven't named, but I don't want to open it up again because I know we've probably missed an email or a gift slip or something on Facecloth.
Yes.
So if we haven't named your chicken yet and you bought something that specifically said, if you buy something this we can name a chicken, then get in touch with us, email us, or drop a comment
Yes.
on this video, and we'll name them next time.
We
yeah?
shall, yes, we shall.
I mean, you can still buy them stuff.
You can.
If you wanted to, on the wish list, they love mealworms,
They love mealworms.
or as one of the viewers called it, chicken crack.
Chicken crack.
Yeah, well-
it is chicken crack. They go crazy for it.
Well, at first, I thought it meant something different. I thought it meant a different type of crack. But then I realised what it meant.
God.
And then the other, because the oyster shells, a viewer called Michelle said that you can also crush up the eggshells and give them that back as well.
You absolutely can, yes.
Because I know some of the eggs that they crack or that are not fit for selling, we give them back, don't we?
We do, yes.
And that is like chicken crack, isn't it?
It is. They go crazy for a broken egg.
So if you want to get them some mealworms or other chicken treats, just go on the wish list. Links in the video description.
It is.
And I'm sure they'll appreciate it.
Really? Now, we've had the hens about 3 weeks now, and they've settled in really, really nice. And as you can, they've started laying eggs, and that is how you know she's laying an egg at the moment.
Could not have timed that better, could we?
She's laying an egg at the moment, and they're laying them absolutely everywhere because they're not sure where to lay them. Some of them have laid them in the nesting box. And if I open it up, there's a couple in here, and if you notice, they're really, really tiny. Such tiny eggs, and these are their first eggs. These are the first eggs, and they will get bigger. And what we do to encourage them to lay in the nesting boxes is either leave those in there for a couple of days, or I put these in. These are rubber eggs. These are false eggs. And just drop them in there, and they see an egg. They don't see it as a real egg or a false egg. And it encourages them to go in there and lay them.
So how long before they're laying full-sized eggs?
Probably about a week.
Oh, really? That quick?
Yeah, that quick.
And what can we sell the little mini eggs? Mini eggs?
Mini eggs. Yeah, I've got 3 here, look. Yeah, we can sell these, yeah, because they'll be lovely and tasty, just smaller, so we'll sell them a little bit cheaper.
Put them in the honesty box at £1 a box.
Yeah, that's it.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Didn't Frank Sinatra sing that, or Dean Martin? This rock is so uncomfortable. You think they'd make rocks. I mean, how many years have they been making rocks? You think by now they'd have found a way to make them more comfortable. Since the massacre last year, well, if you've been watching this documentary series, you'll probably know what we've been doing.
Yes, you will.
So we put rocks around the bottom to make sure that nothing could dig in. We put new latches on all the doors and the nesting boxes to make sure it couldn't open them with its diddly little fingers but no thumb.
I know.
We put security lights around the millimetre perimeter of the enclosure. We also got some deterrent spray, which some of you have kindly been sending us, that we use to spray around it. But we think it's back.
Yes.
And we need to make sure that it's back, I think, before we decide on the next course of action.
Machine gun.
It keeps looking at me weird. But yeah, if we know it is the pine marten, at least we know we've got like a course of action to take, haven't we?
We have, yes.
Now we can't capture it.
Can't kill it.
We can't kill it. We can't find out where it lives and stops it from coming out or anything like that. Because we're not allowed,
They're
basically.
protected.
You need a license to move it and you're not allowed to kill it. So that's not an option. All we can do is deter it. Now we've got some deterrent, and they haven't got inside and got the chickens this time, which is good.
No, they can't get in.
But we want to make sure it is the pine marten. So we have got another trick up our sleeve.
We have.
Sleeve.
Sleeve.
Sleeve sounds like doesn't it? I'm really not allowed to say am I?
No.
No, I'm not allowed to say that one. But we have got these. Do you remember these from last year? These are our wild cams, our wildlife cameras.
Do you remember we caught the badgers on these?
We got lots of brilliant footage. We got the badgers and we got the deer and we got the pheasant. So we're going to we've got 4 of these ready with some batteries and the SD card in. Thank you. And we're going to use these again, and we're going to put them at points around the enclosure where we think the pine marten's been trying to get in over the last couple of nights to see if we can capture it on camera. What was that?
What was what?
thought I heard something. I'm just edgy, I think, because I know that pine marten's about and it's making me edgy. It's like Scooby-Doo when you don't know who the ghost is and it's always the caretaker.
Don't make me laugh, it irritates me BRI.
To catch our elusive and slightly murderous pine marten on camera, we've got to think like the little fence-chewing maniac. So we're setting up our wildlife cameras right where it's already gnawed its way in. Sean's on banging duty with his mighty metal pole pounder, yeah, that's the technical term, driving the posts into the ground like they owe him money. Then I'm mounting the cameras aimed right at the spots where our feathery assassin might return. I'm also sticking a camera inside the enclosure focused on the main coop door, the very one that it breached last time. It's bolted now, so it shouldn't be able to get in, but if it does, that door's where it'll try first. And this time, we'll be watching. We've got the cameras up.
We have.
We are a little shiny because it is a little bit...
It's getting hot.
It's a little bit warm.
I put my coat back on because my microphone's on here.
It's our day of summer today.
Yes.
And so, yeah, it's a little bit warm. Is it about 9 degrees? Something like that. So we've got 4 cameras up. We've got a camera at each point where the pine marten, well, we think it's a pine marten, tried getting in over the last 2 nights. And then we've put another 2 in different places. One is right at the corner of the enclosure where we think the pine marten comes. There's a, no, I don't mean that. That sounds obscene. Where he arrives. He arrives. You arrived very loudly last night, didn't you? And so, and then the 4th one, we've actually put inside the enclosure.
Yes, we have.
Because if it gets in, it's going to try and get through the main coop door. So we've put a camera in that will get that. And now all we can do is wait.
We can, that's all we can do.
Overnight and see what happens when we look at the footage tomorrow, and hopefully the hens will be all right.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I think at the worst, if it is the pine marten, the only thing that we can do that we haven't done is just start looking at securing the coop even more, because we know it can chew through chicken wire. That's not a surprise. And we just haven't got the money or the resources to strengthen the enclosure.
No.
That's as good as we can do. But what we can do is probably look at any weak points where there's little holes by doors and things, where it might be able to chew through wood and make the hole bigger and get in. But we're not going to do anything now.
No, we're not.
With the chickens until tomorrow. I think we're going to put some suntan lotion on.
I'm going to have a nap.
A nap?
A nap.
Oh, I thought you meant an app. Are you downloading now?
A nap. A sleep.
We're going to go have some lunch though.
We are.
When we first moved here about 3.5 years ago, we knew we had badgers up here towards the back of the croft, but it was only a small set. We could see 2 entrances, one just here and one just behind that tree. 3 years later, just look at this now. So this sandbank is probably about 12-15 foot long, about 12-15 foot wide, and that is about 3 foot deep now. Now 3 years ago that wasn't there. There was a tiny little trail of sand just coming out of the entrances, but that was it. There was none of this. That first sandbank is literally just 20 feet over the other side of this gorse bush. So I've come round the corner to this monster. Now 2 years ago, when we first noticed that we had badgers, there is an entrance to the set behind this sandbank. And there was a little bit of sand, a little bit like over there, just a trail of it coming out. Last year there was a little bit more, but all this was still gorse bush. This year, I mean, check this out. I've just stood close to that, and it's taller than I am, and I'm 5'10". So it's over 6 foot deep. It's amazing how these badgers can dig this out. Now, I reckon there's got to be probably at least 8 to 12 badgers in there now. We only counted 4 2 years ago, so they've expanded. The tunnels underneath this set probably go for tens, if not hundreds of meters along this whole sandbank behind the croft. And there's at least 4 entrances that I know of. There's this one, there's the one on the other side that I showed you, and then there are 2 just on the other side of this gorse. Now, there could be more, but the gorse is very, very thick, especially at this time of year. So it's difficult because it's very spiky to get in there and try and check out where any other entrances might be. Here in Scotland, our badgers might look like little black and white bandits, but they're actually really peaceful creatures. The ones that live here on the croft are European badgers, also called common badgers, and they're a world away from their rowdy American cousins. Whenever we talk about the badgers or show footage of them, like from the wildlife cams or even the baby ones a couple of years ago, or if we talk about the chickens being in danger, we always get a few comments from lovely viewers in America who are just concerned about the safety of the hens, and that's really good. The hens are only about 10 metres away from the entrance to the badgers' set, and the bees as well, they're all in the same area. But our badgers are really not interested in the chickens at all. The common badger is more into digging for earthworms and insects and eating berries and even digging up roots. But even though the two are close together, we've had them both for coming up to 4 years, and the cameras prove that they never go near the chicken coop. Think of them more like Gad and Hoovers, snuffling through the soil looking for snacks. Definitely not predators. They're shy, mostly gentle and nocturnal, and even though they're capable of defending themselves if threatened, they're not out there hunting hens. I guess if you've never seen a common badger, if they're not in your country, it's easy to assume that they're going to be just as nasty and aggressive as badgers in other countries, but honestly, they're not. They don't cause a problem at all. They're like the most peaceful neighbours you can imagine. They don't do any harm or any damage, and we actually enjoy having them on the croft. And honestly, they're not a risk to our chickens. I know, he thought.
You thought?
Bright idea. Chickens are in peril. There's a pine marten that thinks that chicken wire tastes like chicken. That's why he's eating it. Can you imagine flossing with chicken wire? We'll catch the little monster on camera, and then when we know it's there, we can go grab it by somewhere flabby and not hurt it.
Flabby?
Give it a good talking to, show it the emotional that kind of thing. Trauma that it's put us through. Show it some photos of the dead chicken's family and friends.
They said, oh, lunch.
And then sent it away with a flea in its ear.
It's probably got fleas anyway.
Tail between its legs to some far off glen. So we set the cameras up, all excitedly last night, waiting for it, kept looking out the bedroom window to see if I could see anything.
It did as well.
And then first thing this morning, about 6:30, I came rushing down, took all the SD cards out of each of the cameras around where we'd put them, and then took them back up to the studio and one by one put them in, and guess what? Bowl of snot.
Nothing.
Absolutely. Well, not zilch. We did get a sneaky little mouse. Irrelevant. And then the pheasants this morning, not photoshopping, photobombing the cameras, but no pine marten.
Nothing.
Which is a bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But at least it's not come back for, well, last night anyway. Which I suppose. But we're going to keep trying. So I'm going to put the cameras back out over the next few nights and see what we get. You got your eggs?
I've got my eggs.
Let's have a look.
There's only 4 in this box.
Okay. Yay! Normal-ish egg.
Ish. Small egg.
Show the punter.
Show the punter.
Normal-ish egg and a little-ish egg.
Yes.
Although it looks little because it's further away. So we sell these in our honesty box.
Yeah, we do.
We sell the little ones for £1 a box, and the normal ones are like £1.50 a box. So it's £3 a dozen.
£3 a dozen.
Some of our American viewers will know how expensive eggs are over there at the moment.
Yes, they are.
I was working it out because somebody was telling me, and it's about £5 a dozen.
Oh, I wouldn't eat eggs.
We sell it for £3 a dozen, but ours are like proper free range, aren't they?
Proper free range eggs, yes.
No comments about political stuff, by the way.
No, thank you.
It's just the prices and stuff. But yeah, we sell that in our honesty box with the marmalade, and it's a little bit of income. Pays the gas bill.
Hey, it's pocket money.
Well, it pays half of one of the gas bills. And what's the other stuff?
Oh, this stuff.
Oh, I hate these. These stink.
They don't smell good, but
Chicken crack.
It's dried mealworms.
They go mental for them.
They go crazy for these.
It's a pity we can't give them like mealworms like that make them lay different things. Like some that lay eggs, and then some that lay bacon, some that lay sausages. You could like get chickens that lay a whole breakfast. Wouldn't that be cool? What would you have on your breakfast? We're in Scotland now, so we have to have a full Scottish.
Full Scottish breakfast.
So what's that? Bacon, eggs.
Yep.
Tomato.
Sausage.
Beans, hash
tomatoes,
browns,
hash browns.
fried bread, mushrooms.
Black pudding.
Haggis. Anything else? Cup of tea.
Oh yeah,
toast.
definitely a cup of tea. Toast.
What else? They're shouting at us now. You should put this. You should put
What? Haggis? Black pudding? We like what we like.
That's frightened the chickens, is that?
Oh, bless.
Leave in the comments what you think. I fancy a full Scottish breakfast now. And we're having curry, I think, aren't we?
No, we're having chicken in pepper sauce.
Chicken something, I think we're
Chicken
having today.
something.
Well, we're in the hole, by the way.
Yes, there's not many men being in my hole.
Why isn't this finished yet?
Because I got stung by a bee, so that put me out for 2 days, if you noticed. I look like the Elephant Man, John Merrick.
You look like the Elephant Man, and I'm hung like the Elephant Man.
You wish. You wish. Oh, he's found it. What? It's about right.
We're going to be doing this over the next week. And yes, we are going to be getting out in the tent box at some point.
We just haven't had time.
We've got to get this done first. We've had to get the chickens done. We've got to stop the pine marten getting into the chickens. We've got to put some supers on the bees because they're kind of expanding and exploding, not literally.
They're running out of space. We need to give them more space and get them producing honey.
Got to edit this for you. So by the time we've done all that...
It'll be December.
It'll be, yeah. Hopefully we'll get another couple of days of summer over the next 6 months when we can get out with the tent box. But we are planning, as soon as we get a good day when we've either not got a ton of stuff to do or we've got visitors. Visit hers. Yeah, visit hims and visit hers.
Ah, I see.
So it will happen. But that's it for this week.
Oh, we're done.
Click the like button, and if you hit the notifications bell, YouTube will let you know every time we release a new video. If you actually enjoy this crap, there's actually more over on Patreon, which you do have to pay for, but it's worth paying for.
And you get to chat to us as well.
I told you to nod when I say that. It is worth paying for. Yes, thank you.
And you get to chat to us as well.
Yeah, it's a great community on there, lots of banter.
Yeah.
Good crack. Till next week. Take care of yourself. Join us for Fox's Midweek Live on Wednesday, if you're into that sort of thing. A lot of you aren't, but there you go.
That don't matter.
If not, we will see you next Friday. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
Ta-ra.